Hello, hi, how are you? My name's Kenna and welcome to my channel. And welcome back to part 2 of the Painscreek Killings. So we left off at finding the security code the security code for the security room inside the mansion. And we found the tool shed code. So we're gonna open the tool shed first. If you haven't seen this video and don't know what I'm talking about, go watch the first one, please. But we're basically trying to solve a murder of the mayor's deceased wife. Okay, so the code was, and good thing I wrote it down, 8831. Sweet. So what are we finding in here? There's 2 keys, actually. Trisha. Oh, I wonder if this is Trisha's room. Looks like a mansion attic. Okay. Oh, what's this? 1. 7. Let me write that down. It seems suspicious. So this is, what, a bishop? Bishop. And this has a 1. It's a rook, and it's a 7. Okay. I guess I don't take it. Anything else besides it? Oh, there's a note here. Oliver from the photo lab borrowed a shovel and a wrench. Andrew, P.S. we have extra, so I told him I could keep the tools until he was done with them. Oh, that's it. I'm assuming we're gonna eventually need that shovel and wrench. Oh, Trisha's diary. March 26, 1993. I like being with Scott. I could be myself in front of him. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. He cares about what I think. It makes me happy. Scott and I have decided to have our own secret hideout. It'll be really fun. Mom won't know, but we are secretly meeting. I'm so glad that Scott is now working at the mansion. Although having Andrew as his supervisor is probably not the best idea. He's drunk all the time. I don't want him to influence Scott in a bad way. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. After that, he has some errands to do. I guess we won't be meeting today. I miss him already. I wanted to learn photography, so Mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. At first, I thought he would be too old to teach. Plus, his techniques are probably too ancient. But he came. I surprised that he is a very humble person, despite our age differences. We talked for hours. I felt comfortable around him. Then he showed me photos he took. They were beautiful. It was around this point that I figured out that Oliver's perfect as a tutor, and that I shouldn't have been so quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver's my teacher. Scott has finally finished moving all his stuff to the cabin. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold in the cabin. Fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf for Scott. I think I'll visit him today. Okay, so we have the key to Trisha's room. This looks like a mansion key found in the mansion shed. Does that mansion key go to this? Let's see. No, okay. Oh, it says attic. Duh, I'm an idiot. My cat just popped out of the window and scared the shit out of me. I mean, I know it's not a scary game, but it's like a little eerie. Oh, here's the security room. Okay, so now we have the code for this. And the code is 025241. Sweet. Oh, look at this. Tea room. I remember reading something at like 320. Trisha's room. Oh, so I didn't find Trisha's room key in the nanny room. Is there a master? March 18, 1994. Someone ran through the garden last night. A man about 5'5", wearing a hooded sweater, climbed the fence into the garden. He proceeded to run the backyard and jumped over the back wall. A new stack of VHS tapes have arrived. Please use the new tapes instead of recording over the existing ones. I came across a note by Magdalene Roberts stuck between old logbooks. It was requesting the search of a missing security tape dating in 1975. It seemed the tape was never found. We have a new security guard coming in today. His name is Samuel Green. Tom Parker will be his mentor and get him up to speed. Andrew came to the mansion at around 11 p.m. He was very drunk. Scott was called. He arrived around 11:15 and brought Andrew home. Today marks Tom Parker's 20th year since he started working at the mansion. He will be retiring from his position next month to take care of his alien wife. There's a strange tale going around Painscreek recently. Stephanie, a 6-year-old girl, got lost during Halloween. Apparently she followed some fireflies in the woods and could not get back home. Her parents called the sheriff. They conducted a search but could not find her. 2 hours later, Stephanie got home safe and sound. When she asked how she found her way back, Stephanie said a young lady found her crying and brought her back. She didn't know the lady's name, but remembered her being pretty and had long black hair. She was wearing a black dress similar to what the mansion maids wear at work. The strange thing is that when I asked around, all the maids said they were working that evening. I wonder if that's that Sophia lady. Was Sophia a maid? I see this. Oh, this is the attic key. There's a clock. No, I'm stuck. Ah. Okay, anything else? There's a note here. Key time. You see? Insert the clock key, set the time, turn the key. It said 3:20. I gotta find a clock. Oh, where does this lead? Oh, the garage. I never needed a key here. Items needed for barbecue. Okay, I don't really care. Things are slowly starting to come together. I didn't feel well, Tuesday, September 21st, 1993. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I can't remember what it was like, but it was unnerving. I see Scott all the time now since he has started working at the mansion. He's always with Trisha. I used to be one hang out with Trisha. Mom says she feels better these days. Oh, this is Derek's journal, I think. As if she forgot she even had cancer. I hope she recovers quickly. Mr. Johnson is a great man to help out like this. Trisha talked to me today. She said Scott is busy recently and she feels lonely. I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talk a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Today Scott came and asked if I knew anything about Father Calvin. I only knew him as the previous church pastor before Father Matthew took over. I told Scott to ask Matthew about it. Scott didn't say anything and left. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Okay. Can't open any of that. A well-cleaned grill floor. Was that it for this? Was the tea time thing? We gotta find a clock. I also need to find Trisha's room. Whose room is this? Oh, I guessed correctly. Oh, this is the tea time room. Dear Miss Vivian, investigation on Painscreek Hospital donation funds. Our latest investigation shows that Dr. Henry has been embezzling funds from the Roberts Relief Foundation. He's sending a portion amount of offshore private accounts under the name of Jefferson Investments LLC every 5th of the month. Exact 99990 is being transferred supposedly of the payments of medical supplies and equipment. However, neither the equipment nor supplies could be accounted for. This has been going on for the past 6 months. As of now, the total embezzlement... Dang, he took a lot of money. There's a bunch of hate mail stored here. Is this something to unlock? Yeah. Do I have anything? Okay. Key with an exquisite design. I wonder if that goes to this. At least I tried. Let's see what this clock thing. Place item. Oh, is it this? Oh no. Damn it. Guess I need a key for this too. Oh, this is Vivian's diary. Friday, April 20th, 1972. Charles is running for election. I talked to the Wilson and Edwards, and they both have been agreed to support us. I don't think they're doing this to solely gain business benefits rather than believing in Charles. Our support will help boost morale for our party. It's our anniversary today. Charles invited me to my favorite restaurant. It was a complete surprise. I was so happy. I thought he might have forgotten. After dinner, we spent the rest of the evening walking along the beach. We talked as if we were teenagers in love. I could not remember the last time I felt this carefree. Magdalene is coming. What should I do? She always asks when we'll be having kids. I don't think I'm ready yet. Not when I'm recovering from this miscarriage. Edward called today and tried to push me in favor of business agreement that we discussed months ago. I rejected the request since it will breach the trust agreement between our companies. I did not expect him to threaten me by backing out of the supporting Charles. If that happened, so be it. I'd rather lose his support than to make deals with people with no integrity. And here I thought she was a B word. I need to find the key. Oh. Dear Charles, I've worked for more than 20 years. I'm so glad that I'll be able to spend time here with everybody. I greatly appreciate the opportunities you gave me, and at the time with Trisha. Trisha was everything to me, and she loved me. She smiled whenever I called her. I wish I could give her more. Despite what happened here in Painscreek, I say Phoenix. In Painscreek, there are two moments of pure joy that we all shared. I will hold on to these memories. I'm so sorry I'm leaving and won't be able to serve you anymore. Thanks for everything. Please take care of yourself. Okay, so this is Dorothy's diary. I can't believe that Andrew tried to kill himself again. Thank God for Scott. I can't imagine what would have happened if Scott wasn't there to save him. Andrew never liked when Laura and Daniel were here, even as his wife. I doubt Laura had any idea why Andrew turned out this way. I can't blame her for leaving him and taking their son. Oh, so Daniel's his son. I wonder if they contacted each other since then. I visited Andrew in the hospital today. He seemed different. He looked calm, as if he somehow managed to find peace with himself. The attending nurse said Scott had been here almost every day, taking care of him and being with him. Andrew has been talking a lot with Scott. Andrew told me he's ready to see Laura and Daniel again. I'm glad to hear that. I should call Laura and tell her the good news. Scott came to fix my leaking sink today. He did a wonderful job. I offered him tea, and we talked for quite a bit, mostly about Charles and Vivian. I showed him my old photo album. To my surprise, Scott became very quiet. He asked me if he could borrow one of the photographs. I don't see why not. He thanked me and left in a hurry. Oh, I should call Laura and tell her about Andrew's situation. It's ironic that Andrew died shortly after being saved. I met Laura and Daniel out at Andrew's funeral today. Daniel reminded me of Andrew. I can't believe he's already 15 years old. Last time I saw him, he was only 7. Laura said Andrew had been sending money these past few years. She had been considering to return to Painscreek so they could be together again. If only I had called Laura before the fire accident. I felt so sorry for them. Damn, so he was doing better, and then he got drunk and a fire happened. That's sad. There's a November 20, 1972. There's a new maid named Sophia. Okay. I think Matthew recommended her, saying that she's his cousin. She's very pretty. She has good manners. She's a quick learner too, and does whatever she's told to. She's very eager, asking a lot what she should do, how she should act when Charles and Vivian are present, how to be perfect at her job. I like her already. The guys delivering food at the mansion were gawking at Sophia. as if they'd never seen a pretty girl before. I had to ask Sophia to go back into the house, otherwise someone might have funny ideas. Her uniform needs to be a little more cover. Matthew sometimes comes over and checks to see if Sophia's doing okay. I tell him he's worrying too much, that Sophia is loved by all. Matthew seems pleased every time I say this, but I don't know better. I think that Matthew liked her. It rained heavily today, so wait, how would I think that Matthew liked her. Aren't they supposed to be cousins? It rained heavily today. Sophia and I were having a tea break when she asked me, what does it feel to be loved? I said, well, it's like the feeling you get when you're with your parents. She was quite quiet for a moment to reply. It's hard for me to imagine because I don't have parents. I didn't know what to say to her at that time, but after the break was over, I decided to make an effort to care for her more. So Sophia was a maid. It's just a bathroom. Interesting. Still need to find Trisha's room. Nope. Oh! There's a key in here. 201. Oh. Okay, so we found the key that goes back to, the inn. Is there anything in here? Can't even look inside. Whatever. Another diary. Another... Oh, here's the clock. Okay. January 2nd, 1994. Andrew came and told me he didn't need an assistant. He said Scott is too inexperienced and the burden to him. But he doesn't realize that the garden has not been maintained all over for the past few months and that his drunk behavior is irritating, and that Scott is actually doing more work than he is. Scott is a fast learner and he should be up to speed in no time. Charles was the one who insisted on hiring him anyways. Charles likes the boy. They've been hunting together quite a number of times, and Charles always seems happy with the company. I don't understand his love for hunting. He sometimes spends more time in his hunting cabin than he does at home. I was shocked to learn that Scott has been asking around about Sophia. How did he know about Sophia? Who could have told him? It must be Andrew, that drunk. I told him Sophia's gone and the hallucination's getting worse. He needs to see Henry and get more pills. I need to have Bernard keep an eye on Scott from now on. I'll try to see who he talks to and who he asks. I called Oliver to ask if he'd be the main photographer for the Easter fundraising. When he asked what the funds would be used for, I told him it would be used to raise awareness in Painscreek to promote our town's tourism. After listening, he agreed to help. When asked about how much he would charge, he simply said it'd be free. I was surprised. I appreciate his contribution to this town. The deal with Howard Medical came through, yet just I anticipated. Instead of being happy, I felt empty. Am I getting numb from work? Or is this I don't care anymore? Our dinner tonight was quiet. Charles didn't eat much. He asked me about my day, but I didn't want to talk about it. As a matter of fact, I don't want to talk to him much these days. Trisha was silent as well. She was distracted herself from me. I could feel it. She used to confide in me about everything, but now we hardly talk. Is stopping her from seeing Scott wrong? I don't want Trisha to be near Scott anymore. All of the men in this world, why would Trisha pick him? This is unacceptable. Why don't they want to see them together? Can I unlock it? No. Ah, here's Trisha's room. Ooh. This is probably for this. Aha! You're Trisha. You can always stay at my place when you feel like it. Lonely Dorothy. Finally, we get Dorothy's key. Alright. Wonder what secrets Dorothy's hiding. Trisha requested that all her books be brought to her room in the hospital. Diary. There's another key. Looks like the cabin key. Hell yeah. We're solving this puzzle. Okay, let's read the diary. Scott's a strange kid, very quiet. I don't think it's right for the other boys to bully him and call him names. I wonder why Scott's parents don't want him. I don't like after-school programs, especially ballet. It's difficult and boring, and I hate proper etiquettes. What's wrong with being myself? I don't need to be like Mom. Study room code. Oh, shit. I haven't seen Dad for a while. Wonder when he'll be back. Every time I enter the study room, I can smell tobacco. Smell his tobacco smell. It's a perfect reminder when he's gone for so long. I miss Dad. I'm always working. She's so busy with other people that she has no time for me. Sometimes I wonder if Mom loves me. Maybe I should call Dorothy Mother instead. Well, that's... Damn. I mean, it does suck, because, like... Oh, what's... Is that for this? Wait. Found in Trisha's bedroom lying next to the... Okay. I don't know where that goes to. So everything seems to be... evolved around, Sophia. Alright, 320. Oh, actually, let me just go backwards. Did I do anything? I thought it was 320. 5, 10, 15, 20. 10 off 5. Oh, there you go. I had to turn the key. Oh, okay. Dear Vivian, June 18, 1997. I'm not writing to you as your doctor, but as a friend. I know you had suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there is no point beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourselves and Trisha, there is only one way. You have to make Sophia? Make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek, and you will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I was him. It is a boy after all, and the child will be able to continue the family line. If that shall happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you, Henry. Vivian, I have given careful thoughts to your request, and here's my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of her usual dosage. Detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. While you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me. Ooh. P.S. Make sure no one else is in the mansion ingests any of it. She killed her mother-in-law. I wonder if she feels guilty. She is a B-word then. That's nuts. I wonder... Is Scott the child? Right? Scott has to be the child then. And Sophia's his mother. Oh, 7-1. Oops. 44871. Ooh. Yeah, here's the map. Lighter. Oh, it's more chess pieces. Dear Charles, Vivia's situation is currently stabilized. She has accepted the fact that she cannot conceive anymore. However, she needs time to fully recover, and 6 months of rehabilitation is necessary. Your presence at the hospital has been noted to upset her. It only helps prolong her recovery. I'm suggesting that you try to refrain from visiting your wife until she's in a better state to receive you. Your mother's desire for a boy to be an heir to your family has caused tremendous strain on her. Please consider addressing issues with your mother. Painscreek Community Hospitals regards patient's recovery as the highest priority. Our staff will do their very best. Hope Vivian, I apologize for any inconvenience. Damn, this Johnson dude was on her butt. No. Okay, so here's 1. So it's 2. It's a pawn. 2. And then the rook. I mean, not the rook, the knight. 5. Interesting. There's a code here. Dang it. So nothing indicating that to open that door? Whatever that, the secret room? Is there anything? Oh. Wait. What does that do? Did that move the painting? Oh, there's something there. Was that there before? There's a code. Shit. I don't know the code. Okay, so then what did that book do? Did it move? Oh, I have to put them in order. Well, what's the order? Oh, maybe it's 1725. No. Maybe the chess pieces is the code for the painting. Oh. It's a long one. I need more. Okay. So now we have Dorothy's key, I believe. So we're gonna go check out these other houses of where these fit. Now this is interesting. Okay. So we'll come back to the mansion. I think we did everything we could do. Okay, so we're at Dorothy's house. Let's see what she's hiding. Bathroom. Cute little house. Anything upstairs? Bathroom. Oh, I like that tub. What? Are you kidding me? How the heck am I supposed to open the door upstairs? Well, here's a diary. February 2nd, 1975. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I'd be willing to stay with Sophia, that he arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him that I would help, but that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show. There's no way of hiding it. He seemed worried. Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said we will be covering all necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it as far as Sophia's growing belly, and when the time comes, I am to make up something about her running errands outside of Painscreek. I'm not sure if that will work. Sophia's 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly's big now. I asked how she felt. She told me she's happy and feels hopeful for the future. She said it would be best if the baby's a boy, and I can understand why she's thinking that way, but I can't help her wonder how Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications of this be? That's it? I ain't getting nothing else out of this house? Why would there be a fireplace in the kitchen? It's quite strange. And I can't open that. Okay, I guess that's all in this house. That did not do me any justice. Alright, let's unlock this door. So who was here? Oh, this might have been the... Oh, what? Where can I find the key? Yeah, I realized that. Somebody. Huh. Interesting. Bernard Hopkins. Father died in a mine accident. He was at home the day Vivian was killed. No alibi. Interview with Dorothy. Interview with Mary tomorrow at the Moon Cafe. Meeting with the sheriff at the outpost at 10 a.m. on 5/11. He mentioned wanting to show me some files. I found a hidden panel in the inn's reception area, part of the counter. It's hard to pop open. The latch is placed at one of the corners, but there's something interesting stuff. Okay. I'm assuming there's a thing here too. Yeah. Wait, do I just need a key? Oh, can I jimmy it open? I guess not. Okay, it did say something about downstairs. I wonder what's in that briefcase. Alright, well... I don't know. Alright, so now we're at the cabin. Let's unlock the door. Okay. Probably nothing in the kitchen. Okay. Everything seems kind of normal. I take the gun. How do I unlock this? Damn it, It's like, oh yeah, wait. Oh, I can unlock this too. Oh, here's some keys. Okay. What key was that? No, open this. Chest box. Oh, I think that's to the... in the church. Sunday, February 14th, 1993. Today was Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend time with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous, not because it's my first time hunting, because it was just Trisha's dad. Turned out that I actually enjoyed being with him. I felt comfortable talking to him. I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? Is it because I'm not rich, or is it because I'm an orphan? He didn't explain anything. It's incest. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. We quarreled again today. Couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I am so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I'm not an orphan. What does that mean? Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. In these past few weeks, it has been more difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever he speaks, he addresses only church stuff. I've realized that I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering him. When I ask him about my past, he always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. I moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, although he looked a bit sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to have me stay at his cabin if I'm willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way the mansion garden can still be well maintained, even when Andrew cannot make it. It's been a month since Charles gave me the cabin to stay. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard of. All the names I think I Of all the names, I only think I recognize Magdalene. I just can't remember where I heard that name before. I just returned from the orphanage and found out that it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record states that I was born from Painscreek. How? I was born in Painscreek? There must be a record of me in the hospital, but I've checked it. Oh, I also haven't gone to the hospital. I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. I should have done that, but we might have had something that could tell me about my birth parents. He didn't have anything relevant. Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I had to bring him home and then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. I laid him down on his bed. He muttered, "I'm so sorry, Sophia." Who's Sophia? Do you think that Andrew killed Sophia? Like he was a murder for hire? Oh. Oh, that has a cross. Oh, okay. Let's go to the church. So we found a photo in the private investigator's office. Wait, I thought a key went here. Ah, shit. I was looking at the wrong thing. I don't know where that key goes then. But the storage room, I have the key to this now. So what's in here? Another key. St. Patrick's Orphanage, February 2nd, 1994. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here for those years. I understand that you came earlier to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. Only July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it, and he said that you'd lost your parents and there's no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of the baby. At first I hesitated, but it was a huge responsibility. But when I saw your face so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt it as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He just became the head priest of the Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. He said it was for everything you needed, and that whatever was left was given to the orphanage. I would be lying if I say that I wasn't sad when you left the orphanage, but when Father Matthew adopted you, I believed that your life would be better at Painscreek than here, and I dearly hoped it so. Everything enclosed with the package to be yours. I think you should have these. May God bless. Mr. Rachel Davis. To the basement. Oh, is this... Huh. Okay. Tuesday, November 30th, 1993. Tuesday, November 30th, 1993. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying that I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he'd never heard of the name like that in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie about Sophia? This makes me want to know who Sophia is even more. I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion for a few years until she was let go. When asked why, Wanda said she didn't know. However, she thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. I met Derek today and asked if he knew anybody of the name of Sophia. Apparently, he's not speaking terms with me. I wonder if it has anything to do with Trisha. During today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew anything about Sophia. He was surprised that I knew that name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I felt uncomfortable whenever I talked with Bernard. His cold gaze gives me the shivers. I met Dorothy while tending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. I told her that it came from Andrew. She kindly explained that Sophia was close friends of hers when Sophia first came to work for Robert's family. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized shortly after she left Painscreek. No one has ever heard of her since. Dorothy thinks that Sophia's probably started a new life in another place. I wonder if that affair was the reason everyone quiet about it. Yeah, because you're the kid. It says basement. Well, this is the exit. I got a key to the basement. See what the crossing grate might be used in the church. Yeah, but where? Nothing here, right? No. Maybe this? Oh, is this his room? Hold on, let me check everything before reading. Dear Mr. Brooks, we have evaluated your case and we accept the request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. You're in the process of drafting an appeal for his release considering the sensitivity of the situation. We urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Additionally, we make copies of any government documents related in any way of your son, medical records. The more we have, the better we can help your son's case. Another diary. How many damn diaries to read? These people need to stop writing so much. February 25th, 1971. I've always wanted to adopt, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I would prefer to have a real family with people whom I can call mom and dad, but Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time I will come to realize it. The Robert family is looking for a new maid. I told Mr. Roberts that a relative of mine would fit in the position really well. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Father Calvin always said we have to help those who are in need. Sophia is in need, and I am sure she will be glad to have this job. Oh, so they weren't related. And starting at the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely whenever she has time off from work. We've been exploring Painscreek together. I have so much to show her. This is just like the orphanage days. I'm extremely comfortable being around her. Oh, so he met her in the orphanage as well. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. The food is delicious. The atmosphere is relaxing and the coffee tastes great. Maybe it's all because Sophia's company. Still, I love to hang out here. This is definitely only one of my favorite places in Painscreek, followed by closely by the church and the little big books. Alright, January 16th, 1997. A few months has passed since I've arrived. The missionary trip is harder than expected. There is no clean water, the food lacks nutrients, and there isn't enough medicine. We have requested help from WHO, but haven't received any reply yet. I'm so frustrated. What can I do? Father Calvin first sent me here. He asked if I would be willing to stay for 6 months. It would be good training for me, he said. I agree. That's before I came. 6 months have passed now. I think I will extend for another 6 months. People here need as much help as they can get. I am not a doctor, but I can help them through my support and prayers. I will let Father Calvin know about my decision. Time flies. I can't believe I'll be going home tomorrow. I'll be missing the people here at the same time. I can't wait to get back home and meet everyone again. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How could that be? The last time we wrote, told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Is she hiding something? I just can't believe that Sophia left without telling me anything. Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. It's been 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked everyone around. No one seemed to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on the matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. If Sophia and I are meant to meet again, God will let me know. It's time to move on with my life. Yeah, so he was in love with her. Okay, so we're back at the cabin. Found a key that says a basement, and I'm hoping it goes to this. Okay. Yes. What was the point of this? There's a diary. Monday, February 14th, 1994. On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolates. I've never seen that brand before. I bet it must have been expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I hope that it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll just give it to her later. Hopefully she could forgive me. It's been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I tend to ignore him whenever possible. I know it's wrong. I need to find a way to make amends with him. The grass has been growing wild lately. The weeds are everywhere and Andrew's not here. Actually, he hasn't been here for quite a while now. I wonder what happened to him. I should visit him after work tomorrow. I was about to pick up Andrew for work when I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. I immediately called the ambulance. According to the nurse, this is Andrew's 3rd suicide attempt. She's glad that I saved him in time. An hour later, he could have died. I don't know why Andrew committed suicide. What I know is that he must have been lonely. He needs a friend. I visited Andrew at the hospital today. He's out of the ER and recovering quite well. While I was cutting the fruits, he told me his story. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hardworking young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. The child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. On June 16, 1997, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Ooh, Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed to never tell anybody about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. As I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. He lived a confusing life and struggled shows. I hope he can heal. Okay, so his real name is Vincent? Vincent? Well, that doesn't do anything. Is that really it in this? Damn, that sucks. I thought there'd be more. Ugh, damn it. Well, that sucks. I guess it's time to go check the hospital. Hospital this way. There's still other places I haven't really checked. Still that photo lab. We need to figure out a way in. Painscreek Community Hospital. Do I need to find a key for this too? No, okay, good. Just want to make sure there's nothing around here. You never... Oh, well, that's lovely. We did see a picture of somebody falling off there. I wonder who that was if it wasn't, Sophia. Sophia hit her head on the well. Okay. And some drawers. There's my keys. Base occupancy. Wanda. Teresa. Trisha. Sharon. If Father Matthew forgets his key, place it under the flower pot next to the church. Oh, I guess it's just telling me multiple times where the church key is. What is this? A coin. 1946. Can I take it? Oh. Oh, I can't go that way. Oh, we got some stairs. Alright, let's investigate all of the first floor first. I thought I heard something. I don't think I'd find anything in here. I think all this is just for show. There was a room that said medical records, so I think we need to get in here. Oh, there's a bag. Interesting. I can't go that way. Some lockers. I need combinations. Oh, look, here's a key. Wanda Tyler. None of these say Wanda, right? No, because Wanda was a maid, I think. Another key. Medical record room. There you go. Yeah, because I'm trying to find out about Scott more. This room is open. Another diary. Whose room is this? Oh, Wanda's? November 15th, 1995. Derek visits me every day. Sometimes he smuggles the snacks that I like, knowing that I would never get them from the nurses. Other times he brings me flowers. They smell so wonderful. He knows that I love scents and stability and reads me a chapter or two every time he's here. If he doesn't have to drive Charles for a few days, he'll stay past visiting hours and sleep on the armchair, tending to my needs during the night and gives me the nurse a break. He's such a good kid. September 2nd, 1995. My hair's falling out more now. I really don't like chemotherapy sessions. They make me throw up afterwards. Every time Derek visits me, it pains me to see him holding back his tears. I want to confront him, saying that I'm getting better, but my appearance betrays me. Sometimes I wonder if my life had any meaning at all, having mostly worked for my whole life for the Roberts family. What will people say about my funeral? Will Derek think of me as a mother who always was there for him? I could have done so much more. Only there was more time. Oh, was there more to that? No. I guess this was her room. Bathroom. I don't think there's really anything that'd be in the bathrooms. Okay, let's check the medical records, and then we're gonna go upstairs. If we can. Room. Okay, here. Raymond Brown. Wanda Tyler. Phone number. File. So we're looking for Vincent. At least that's what Scott's birth name was. Andrew. Nothing about Vincent or Sophia. Can somebody let Catherine know that I found her missing pin? And I placed it in one of the drawers in the lobby. If she's wondering, found it in the basement storage. She needs to take better care of her things. Is that just letting me know that there's a basement storage?
Hello again, Miss Roberts. How are you doing? What should we talk about today? The nurses have notified me that you haven't been eating your meals. Is there something wrong with the food? We know that currently this is a rough time for you. Your father has been asking for you. He wants to know if he can talk to you.
Okay. There's a basement. Ah, and it's locked, of course. It was bolted from behind. Alright, what's upstairs? Okay, here is the therapy room. Why are all these damn doors locked? Hey. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. Nope. Okay. There's a note here. 'Cause I don't know if I can open this. These last few months have gave me time to reflect for quite some time. When one comes to the understanding that soon my body will be no more and I will return to earth, the question arises of the purpose we fragile beings have in this life. How many souls yearn for these joyful moments with the loved ones when I was ignorant of such incomprehensible matters, and now I sit here just waiting for death, knowing that I will never have a second chance. If only I could express what I feel to my wife, kids, people I once all called friends, maybe I could feel comfort. My body may be old to travel, but at least I can send something to them. The nurses helped me prepare a package to send. I'll see it to it personally that it gets dropped off once my body feels better. The last effort of a sick old man, Harold S. Mason. Well, Harold Mason, you probably died. Okay, so that's everything. Wanda type. Is this her like house key? Do we have an address on where Wanda lives? 43 Silver Lake Boulevard. There you go. Okay, 43 Silver Lake. Let's go check out her house. 43, 43, 41, 45. This is 43? Let's see. Yes. Okay, so now we're in Wanda's house. Kitchen, probably nothing. The bedroom. Got some VHS tapes. Nothing there. Okay, nothing really seems to be in that room. That's the exit, and that's the kitchen. Oh wait, there's probably a bathroom. Yeah. Upstairs. Oh, more stuff in here. Chest, I can't open it. A knife. Eric T. Do I take it? No, I can't. A bedroom, bathroom. At least there's some drawers. Broken, I need a tool to fix this. Well, what tool? Can I just use this? That's dumb. Anything in here? Thank you, Wanda, for good hard work. This is all I get from here? Are you serious? Oh, at least there's a diary to read. May 3rd, 1974, Derek turned 4. Vivian organized a small party for him. I really appreciate what she has done for us. After blowing out the birthday candles, I asked him what he wished for. He said, I wish to see Papa. I did not know what to say to him. I could not tell him that his father left us. Vivian is being hospitalized for mental instability. Dorothy has asked me to care for Vivian while she remains in the hospital. I wonder how Vivian must be feeling right now, knowing that she might not be able to conceive anymore. Magdalene wants a boy to continue the family line. Not being able to have children anymore would be devastating for Vivian. I pity her. I just can't stand Sophia. She's not that pretty. She, just barely a year working here, and others are already serving her hand and foot. She's just here to take advantage of the Robert family. I don't trust her. I wish she'd just disappear. Whoa. Okay. What am I missing? Oh, this is a diary too. Okay. We went cycling today. Scott said he could ride faster than me. Of course that isn't true. I think Derek's writing this. So we had a competition and Trisha was our referee, yeah. We sat at the goal line, be the fence in front of the river. I was winning until we almost reached the finish line. I braked to prevent myself from crashing into the fence, but Scott didn't brake. He pedaled harder as he approached the goal. I yelled at him to stop, but he didn't listen. By the time he crossed the line, it was too late. His brakes did not stop him in time. His bike hit the fence, and he was launched into the air, landing on the rocks by the riverbank. I ran to him. There was blood coming from his head and scratches all over his arms and legs. Trisha came up to him and tended to his wounds. She seemed to be sobbing, even though Scott was the one bleeding. I think I'm hurting more than him. Dang. He really liked Trisha. While cleaning the garage, Charles approached and asked if I would like to be his chauffeur. He said his current driver wants to spend more time with his grandchildren and is planning to retire. I have by the end of this week to decide. It's a good opportunity. I'd get a raise in salary and I'd get to travel around the country. I think I'd say yes. Trisha came today, suggested we make our very own time capsule before I start my new job. I thought it was a good idea. We buried the box near a big stone in the cemetery. Before leaving, we made a promise to each other we will open it in 10 years. Buried a box near a big stone in the cemetery. Okay, so we need to get into the photo lab because that was Oliver. He has the tools to be able to probably dig up this box. I had a chance to walk around New York today as I went into a bookstore. I remembered how much Trisha loved notebooks. There was one that was really cute. It was a bit expensive, but I think she'll like it. I should surprise her by giving her a notebook on her birthday. I didn't expect her to be traveling this much as a driver. On one hand, I miss my mom. On the other hand, I get to stay in nice hotels. I guess it's not that bad of a deal. Charles treats me very well, and he gives me extra allowances on these trips. Maybe I'll get something nice for Mom next time. We went hunting near the river. According to Scott, there's a nest in the drain hole that sometimes has eggs. I told him it might be dangerous, but he assures it's fine. Off we went. Sure enough, there was eggs. I didn't know what eggs these were and decided to stay a little further away. I started collecting them when I noticed something moving. Trisha was able to shout out that it was a snake. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do. Scott turned and saw the snake, and then he spread out his arms slowly and walked backwards. Trisha was behind him. He extended his right arm with the stick towards the snake and slowly placed a bag of eggs on the floor with his left hand. When he reached me, he grabbed my arm and said, "Run." We all ran, screaming our lungs out. I think that was the fastest I've ever run in my life. I miss the old days when it was Trisha, Scott, and myself hunting in the back of the woods, playing by the lake. It's not that I don't appreciate what Charles has given to us, such as the house we lived in and our jobs. I just miss the time we were young and carefree and we would go anywhere and nothing would stop us. I miss Trisha. Why doesn't she realize that I like her? Damn. Damn, bud. Sorry, but you got friend zoned. You got friend zoned real hard. Okay. There's nothing else. Huh. This is something about... You'll learn how to craft the most complex structures with just wood. Create puzzles, hidden doors, and hide secrets in plain sight. Does he have a secret? Oh. I didn't know this was here. Yeah, I decided to come back to the cabin. Oh. Oh. That's where that photo was. Damn it, where's that though? I don't have the cross. Okay, so now we gotta find that, which I don't even know where that is. I read his diary already. Let's write the coin. 1964. You think that's a code? What did the medical records say? Whose coin was that? Catherine. Okay, maybe Catherine. What was it? 1964. Does Catherine have a locker? I remember there being some lockers. Oh, right here. Catherine have a locker. Yes, she does. Okay, let's try. I know it's locked. 19. Heck yeah. Give me something good. Just a fucking diary. Are you kidding me? Norma Jefferson was admitted to PHC at 10:24 a.m. Her son found her on the side of the bed and immediately called us. We tried to reach Dr. Johnson, but were not able to. After the third try, we gave up and called Dr. Schneider, who was not supposed to be on duty. It's the third time that we failed to reach Dr. Johnson. He's never been unreachable this many times before. June 4th, 1993, Susan has been sick 3 days in a row, with Catherine calling in sick the last moment. Night staff will be extremely short-handed. I have agreed to do a double shift this weekend. It is unfortunate that 8-year-old Timothy Scott drowned. Rumor was that he was trying to retrieve his toy and lost his grip. He was alone while everyone were playing in the playground. His body was found 3 hours later in the river near the hunting cabin. It was at the end of the hallway when I saw a young lady standing outside Dr. Johnson's office. It was 11:15 p.m. and the visiting hours were over. I called out to her. She turned to me and promptly walked away. I couldn't be exactly sure, but I thought she looked drenched. I looked out the window and it wasn't raining. Was it? What's that? That's all I got for here. I thought maybe that was really gonna give me something to progress. I don't think so. I've been looking everywhere to try to progress. And the key was here all along and I didn't check it. I only opened this drawer. Fuck. This must have belonged to Scott. That's what we need for the basement. Please hold on to this. Someday I'll tell you everything. May 22nd, 1994. My mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. What does that even mean? Who determines what class Scott's in? Did Mom talk to Father about Matthew? Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Is that why Father Matthew also forbids us from seeing each other? They don't know we're in love. Last night, Scott and Father Matthew had a big fight. Father Matthew told him to stop seeing me again. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason. I felt so miserable. Scott asked if I had a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. He told me that it was probably just a rumor, but wanted to make sure. Who would spread such a rumor about my family? At dinner, I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no, and she asked where I got that name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. I argued with her. She yelled and sent me to my room. Later, I heard her arguing with Dad. How could Mom fire Scott? That's so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him. And why can't I see Scott anymore? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him. I don't know why. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I tried to surprise him at the cabin. However, I could not find him. I searched everywhere inside the house and the cabin, and he was nowhere to be found. Just as if I was about to leave, he suddenly appeared as if he's been here this whole time. This has happened several times now. I'm wondering if there's a hidden room in the cabin that I just don't know about. Yeah, alright. We found the piece that we were looking for. Finally. It was stairs. Okay, so moment of truth. What is Scott hiding in this basement? What does that do? Ah! Interesting. Okay. There's a locked... Oh, I just can't open it at all. VHS. What does this do? Understanding psychology. Robert's real estate security tapes, huh? There's a notebook. Oh, key. Give me that key. Looks like a music box key attached to it. Wonder if it's the one, the thing I found on. Oh wait, no, take it. This must be Sophia. Who killed my mother? Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. He's my father. Oh. He saved me. Couldn't been him. Indonesia at the time. He killed Magdalene. Well, she also did too. He's 6 years old at the time. She loved and took care of Sophia when she was pregnant. Trisha. Andrew. Oh, another key. An old gate key. Wonder where that goes to? Radio. Another key. Old sewer entrance. What? I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. I knew it. I was right. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it anymore. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I told him I'm the boy who gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. He was utterly shocked. After that, I left. I could not bear to look another second. I know who I am, and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He said he was sorry and left. Externally, I was quiet. Internally, I was sputtering and livid. After he left, I came to my room and cried. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that the well even existed if it didn't work. I didn't work at the mansion. Finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin. There was no tombstone for her, just a wooden cross. I don't think Father Calvin would mind. After all, he was the one who saved me. Oh, so that's whose cross that was. The months passed. I haven't worked since, and I've stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her. If she has done anything wrong, I don't know what to say to her, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while, but no one has heard from me in weeks. When he asked how I was doing, I began to cry. Tears that just flew down my cheeks. I cried and I cried and I just couldn't stop. I told him everything. I told him that I knew that Charles was my father. I confessed that I knew that Trisha was my half-sister. I said I didn't know what to do now. He listened and didn't speak. Interesting. It all makes so much sense. Okay, so now we have a few keys. We'll see where they go to. That's the bathroom. Ooh, does one of them go here? Okay. I just wanted to double check. Even though that one said the music box. Was the body found in here? I mean, that's kind of where she died. Was this the music box? What? I thought this was the music box. None of them are working. Okay. Oh, maybe in Trisha's room. I know where we need to go now. There's also a sewer entrance, apparently. That's why I have one of the keys. No clue where that sewer entrance is, though. Map. Sewer. Old sewer entrance. Oh, okay, I think that's over here. Oh, I did not see this. I can't unlock it. Okay, so we're in the sewers. I wonder where this is gonna lead us. Can open that. I guess we'll go this way. What's this? Locked. So what could be down here? Are you kidding me? I have no clue where this is gonna take me. I feel like this was a waste. Should I come this way? Wait, where are we? Are we in the hospital? Oh, shh. I think we are. What? There's a few keys down here. Oh, the briefcase key. EH. Bernard? I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. It was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion, sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia had to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite location in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the walls of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point to her location of the gift. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite place, Anne's courtyard, inn, bridge over the stream by the gold entrance, gate entrance, and post office. Why would somebody like the post office, and where could I find Matthew's favorite places? I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all of this diaries and looking through the investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill her. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. I received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel like this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? I already had the key to his house. I searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's old diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, but simply that I'm thinking too much. But would he have really killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that make me pause and wonder if he's indeed a murderer. I photographed all pages. Is that it? I guess so. Yeah, I did not expect to come in here. A hammer. Can I use this? Maybe to pry open the floor in Bernard's house. Can I turn on the power? No. No one will let me. Haha. Now we can get out of here. Okay. Andrew Reed, 3rd-degree burns. Pneumothorax. 44, white male with burns found at the home, pronounced dead at the scene. 3rd-degree burns found across the body. Completely charred over the head, face, neck, and heavily charred across the front. So, you think Bernard killed Andrew? Henry Johnson. Pulled out of a car submerged in a lake. Victim's lungs do not contain water, which shows that he may not have died by drowning. Oh, due to the prolonged submerge of the body, the estimated time of death might not be accurate. 12 to 16 days. Top right side of the skull leaning towards the front. Oh, so somebody definitely killed him. 55-year-old white female lying in front of the mansion gates, pronounced dead at the scene. 12 centimeter wide and 7 crack of on the right side of the head, impact caused by strong force of the sharp object. Lacerations on the front torso and back side of both forearms. Interesting. The code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. How could he not have thought about that? Oh, okay. Call Sheriff James, checks his file. 7741. Is that the safe? In the sheriff's? 7741. Okay. Code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. Vincent's birthday. I thought it was gonna be the rooks. I mean, the little chess pieces that we found. Oh. I'm taking a picture of this. That's why I couldn't figure out the darts thing. Let's go to Bernard's house. Okay, now we finally found Bernard's house. Let's go upstairs and solve this puzzle. So it says, subtract the yellow dart points from the red ones. So 18 plus 2. Or 18 times 2, which is 36. Right? And then plus 60. And then plus 50. Okay, 147. 146. Minus 9. That's 137. That still only gives me 3 numbers. 1, 3, 7, 0? It's harvest 7, 3, 1, 0. Ah! That was so annoying. Another key. Looks like a S key. No. July 21st, 1995, when the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming or calling in and expressing their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha's crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes in the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. Wish I could be of any help. That was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought that. I could never, ever believe that Scott would be able to capable of killing somebody, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad. I feel so confused. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could have killed her mother. Conditions have been getting worse over the past few weeks. No one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital. Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all, despite the insufficient evidence he killed Vivian. I know he's guilty. Everyone knows that they should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like me to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. Vivian's death caused a lot of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't... Oh, I think I know where this key goes. Any of my keys open this? Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Floor. Aha. Oh. Picture that. Why would he hide a knife there? Okay. I think this is where I'm gonna leave it for this video. If you liked the video, press that like button. If you're new here, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one.